And we are live now with a new microphone. I tried to get it to sound good, but I got the IRL dono from Alcasis. This is oh shit! The cable doesn't reach that far. I'm not sure if we're gonna use this because the quality. I tried making it sound good with an EQ, some minor compression, and a noise gate, but it's not really great, especially if we take everything off. Hang on, it's this, then filters. If we take all of this off, it sounds like this. It's yeah. I think for that reason we're still going to use the old school mic. I really tried my best making this sound good, but I'm sorry, Alcasis, but it's not up to the job. Look at the EQ. Yeah. We're gonna switch back. No, it doesn't work. If I will do that, there's some background noise that picks up because it has a bad cable, I assume. It's gonna boost the noise in the background up to like an insane level, and it will just ear rape you. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna switch back to the normal mic. Or back to the OG mic. Yeah, nothing I have beats the quality of this yet. It's a little bit sad that I have to hold it, but I really want to have at least some decent audio quality. Actually, how does this sound? No, don't worry about this, Ilya. No more noise. Yeah, I know. Hang on. I want to monitor how it sounds with an EQ and stuff. But it's this, right? And then you do this? Yeah, okay. Let's quickly. Okay, that's very annoying even for me. You probably hear me double, right? Oh, that I can't think. Oh yeah. Okay. It looks like it's really empty, which is not certainly a bad thing. If we boost, yeah, let's boost some of these low frequencies, so it sounds like one of those fancy compressor mics. Here, this sharp. Oh, that's too much. That's a little bit too much of everything. This we can de-ess that a little bit. I feel like I've kind of overdone it here, haven't I? Yeah. Okay. No, that's actually perfect. That's really good. Yeah. Okay. Let's get rid of this again. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I feel like we have perfect audio quality now. I'm gonna buy a mic arm pretty soon. I couldn't find the correct one that holds this specific mic because it's fucking slightly older, less common mic for this. But yeah. By the way, I'm not wearing a shirt because it's like hot as fuck in my room. I've got aircon in my non-studio in my sleeping quarters. But not here. Here we are at a toasty. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can monitor that with my computer. I'm actually stupid. I think it's somewhere in the ballpark of like 40 degrees. Oh jongen, je moeder hier. Heb je al groenten gegeten en naar buiten? Ja, natuurlijk. Jan en dus fiets. Nee, ik eet bijna geen groenten. Alleen maar vlees. Wel naar buiten geweest hoor. Hoezo, zie ik eruit alsof ik niet naar buiten ga of zo? Oelewapper. Anyways, how was everybody's weekend? Anything fun happen? Music? Yeah, I did it on purpose, just as a background filler. For now, I can make it louder. It's a set I recorded today. You want more music? Okay. Okay. If that's what you guys want. Oh yeah, I can of course turn down my volume. Is it still silent now? No production. I was not planning on doing production today. Let me think. Yeah, we can maybe do some production. We'll see. Let's see if we're getting some tracks in. Oh yes, we're most definitely getting tracks. Let's see. We've got early Nico. I literally have a video on that. I'll cast this. There's quite literally a video on that. If you check my videos. Oh, it's 3 years old now. Jesus. No, I've not really been making videos. When was my last video? Like actual video 2 years ago. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, recording videos is really not my thing. I really didn't like doing it. Especially, let's see, another hardcore production someday. We can do some hardcore production today. Just like making videos, like I find recording fine, but editing is like I despise editing. I had a couple videos in the making, but I dislike editing videos so much that I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Also for social media, I just generally don't like doing videos a lot. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but it's really not my thing. But who the hell is Jan and his feet? What the hell is this? Tell me, has a video. Okay, interesting channel that we have in chat. Nani gaat laten scheten tijdens Forum Congres. Kanker. Bro, what the hell is this YouTube channel? Mannen van de radio. Hang on, let's check this.
Haarfijn.
Precies,
Het gedrag van vogels die iets verkeerds
kopen. We moeten naar
Okay.
bureaus.
Enough of checking that YouTube channel out. Actually wrote Kalk. God damn it. So how shall we do the stream today? Feedback first, then production, or the way around? What do you guys want? I'll let you guys decide. And what sort of hardcore? What are we gonna make? I don't really have an idea as of now. By the way, this is my practice set for Toffler. Spent quite a long time on this set actually, because I'm doing an opening set, so I didn't want to go too hard. Yeah, give me a direction. What do you want to see? Tell me. Give me some inspiration, because I have zero none at the moment. Ooh, industrial hardcore is difficult. Do play some industrial hardcore on this set. Some Enzyme. Here we go again. An opener set, that's crazy. There's some industrial mix with Millennium Anger Fist. Yeah, that's giving me some ideas. We can do that. Okay, let's do some production first. Let's see if the stream fills up a little bit, and let's just make a quick little something, and if we get some more things, we'll start doing feedback. This stream, I'm down to stream for a while tonight. Tomorrow I've got school, yeah, whatever. I was bored anyways today, so let's do it. Can you make... No. No, I've finalized the set as of now. I can't really go too hard because it's an opener set, but it's for an industrial night, so I'm topping out at like 155 for the duration of the set pretty much, and at the end I just go to 160. But I really don't want to push it too much. So pretty much the half of the set is just slower hardcore with some hard techno / industrial techno. Mixed. Let's do something slower actually, so I can maybe fit it in my set still. Let's do 155. 155 industrial. Okay, this again with one hand is gonna be slightly difficult. I need some inspiration. Let's listen to some Hamuna-Putra, or how the hell you spell that? Hamuna. Outside the agency, also a good one. I can't spell this. Oh my god. Yeah, oh, here we go. I really like this artist. Someone from the stream actually showed me this, and I'm a huge fan. We might need to find a cool vocal for this one. Let's start out with a vocal. Let's see if that gives me any ideas. Let's maybe look into some like dubstep stuff or something. They usually have quite fun vocals. No, let's listen to that really quickly. Bilge Walled Industrial Garden. Let's see if it's even on Spotify. That is.
Go to professional route. They don't look as fancy. They don't smell as nice. Industrial grade products.
Ooh. Jesus Christ, that's quite heavy, yeah. Okay. But let's start off with finding a vocal.
Aufpeppen so.
Na, dann lass du mich in Ruhe.
Gimme the. Yeah, we better turn. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You're sucking it with that.
They call me a menace.
Böse Dämonen der Nacht.
We're butchering the
And we're just
track in a London town.
we're just gonna be scanning through some random vocals I have. Let's just open everything. I have so much vocals, I usually get lost in the amount of vocals I have. Yeah, we can. Jesus Christ. I feel like I have like somewhere in the ballpark like 40,000, 50,000 vocal samples. We're not, nah, like we're at the halfway point now. By the way, yeah, look, my. Hang on. Did I see raw power? Unlimited power?
Raw power.
Oh no. I thought we found the BLNK vocal. Raw power! But I believe that one is from from the Graveyard samples. If I'm not.
Don't get it fucked up. We do it nasty.
Oh, Jesus. I very much dislike the. Jesus Christ.
Pick up the good vibe.
Nigga, you don't hear me. Nigga, don't slip a
Ich lutsche.
Peter picked the pepper, but I could pick a pump. Snatch.
Okay. We need some luck to find a vocal.
True.
Killing me hardly.
Oh my god.
Game. Biology.
Got suffocated.
When I be sucking on your mom's tits.
You such a fucking.
Ghetto stars roll fancy cars. I got to let you know.
I want some. Maybe some like horror vocal. Some like dialogue type stuff.
Take my hand.
Ich fühle mich, als würde ich auf
Oh my god.
Tickwissenschaftler.
Winke, winke, po. Nein.
Oh my god. Yeah.
This baby's got a temper. This baby's got a temper.
Oh, the timing of you saying that and this.
This baby's got a temper. This baby.
This far. This far.
Oh, it's the 3-6 Mafia.
This is my. This is the remix. This
Oh my god.
This one is for those.
I sometimes like like stuff like this demotivates me to make music. See, they're all so awful that it demotivates me to make a track.
Almost there. Break
Oh, we can just skip pretty much all of the Techno Vault.
the silence.
It's all so bad. Hey, Keda, what's going on?
State assistendo alla più grande battaglia aeronavale della storia. Potrebbe non ripetersi mai. Contrammiraglio Thomas C. Kincaid, comandante della Task Force 16. Contrammiraglio Thomas C. Kincaid, comandante della
Thomas C. Kincaid.
Contrammiraglio
God damn it. I feel like
Energy.
we might not start on a vocal. I've got a little bit too many vocals. It just doesn't stop. There's even more. Hey. I was wondering what's the etiquette behind sending tracks. Can I send pre-masters or shitty mixes? Shall I just upload the final master? Just do the final master and post it in the feedback channel. Yeah, but the sample pack turned out to be so good. I'm scared to like bring it out pretty much. So, bro.
Turn up the bass.
Oh my. It just doesn't end with the vocals. Like,
Bring power. Bring.
okay,
power,
this
Bring.
I never scroll down like this much. We're on V. We're almost there. We're on W.
Bring.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, let's just do this with my eyes closed. Oh my god. Okay.
Body move.
You know what we should do? Maybe just like let's do this and let's see what we can make by just like grabbing a completely random vocal. What if we do that for the majority of sounds that we're gonna do? Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be fun. I feel like that's a little challenge to make things work together. Okay, so whatever I'm gonna land on now, I'm gonna close my eyes, and whatever we're gonna land on now, we're gonna have to make a track out of. Okay, I feel like we're gonna get something so bad that I'm just gonna be like stuck after 5 minutes of trying something. Okay, here we go. Oh god, give me luck. I feel like we're about to get something so bad. I want to go like a little bit more down. I feel like we're somewhere in the middle, down. And now I'm just gonna scroll. I don't know if I'm even in the field, and we're just gonna. Wait, what the hell? What the hell did I do? No, come on. Oh, that's not fair.
Hey, boy.
Did I wait? Hang on. I have to rewatch what the fuck I just did. Did I just like exit the search? Wait, hang on. What the hell did I do? Okay, because I and my eyes closed and I just clicked into orange. Oh no. Okay, there goes my plan.
I eat that. Yo. Getting all up in your. Yeah, we better.
That's what I'm talking about.
Crank the volume.
Royalty.
I don't.
A creation of intent.
Cocaine.
Let's just do this. Whatever. We need something. We're gonna do something in triplets. I know that for sure. I'm not gonna be stuck on this vocal forever. I really can't be bothered. We're not gonna be doing anything if I get stuck on here. Okay. So let's just cut things. Go cocaine, cocaine. Go. Hang on. Let's get the timing. Aw. I'm gonna stop talking for a bit. Hang on. Okay, maybe 155 is too slow. Let's go 160. Yeah, let's do 160.
Cane. Cocaine. Cocaine.
Fine, we can do something with this. That's an okay start. Let's not do any processing yet. Let's just get some IDs in here.
Cocaine.
Okay, let's just keep that. Oh, this is gonna be cooked. I already know it. Let's do maybe some silent one, triplets, screech, whatever. Hang on. Let's do something like this. Yeah, sure, why not? Sounds kind of industrial. We can make it sound a little better. It's fine. Let's do some triplets. Let's pick a key. Let's do F. Let's do something like this. Let's make the loops shorter. Oh, damn it. Maybe like that's actually quite okay. Hey Andre, we're doing some quick production because you guys wanted to see it, so we're doing it. Okay, let's just cut the vocal and
Cocaine.
maybe get some Saturn.
Cocaine.
Do some reverb as well. Yo, what's going on? Pro R2. Yeah, let's do Pro R2. We're gonna be using quite a lot of reverb on this, I feel like. Let's turn off that awful built-in reverb. Let's do some OTT. Hey, sick. Thank you, man. I'm producing one-handed now, which is not really ideal, but we're gonna have to make do with it. Let's do some OTT to make it sound nice and modern. Whatever the fuck that may be. Alright, let's cut the sub and fix that. I think that's an issue from the chorus on Silent 1. I think it's the... No, it's not the depth. There's some... Ooh, there's some annoying clicking. You know, it has this really annoying... You hear that? The sort of metallic resonance. We're not gonna go... Nice. Yeah, that sounds nice. Thanks, man. Okay, this has some potential. Let me think of a fun thing we can do. I want some like very short kick that we have like in the middle that builds up into like a main kick. I want it to sound sort of like a mid punch. Yeah, exactly, something like that. But we just cut it short by shorting the decay a bunch. And we're not gonna give it anything processing wise. Maybe some reverb. Let's just give it some reverb because it's not gonna be our primary kick. So we have to push it a little bit more in the background, and reverb is great for that. So okay, maybe give it some. Yes, maybe a little bit. Okay, that's a pretty good start already. Okay, we're gonna just delete the drums channel because with triplets we're not gonna use it. And let's grab some shitty snare. What are we thinking? Maybe some like Vec snare, something like that. Okay, we want something. Okay, this is quite clean. Let's put that into a group. I feel like Vec 1 is a little bit too old school. I want something like. Want something more for the mids now. It has a little clap on it, which ruins it. Oh, that one is good. Okay. Now we're just gonna copy the MIDI from this over to our snare. Hang on, I might be able to modify a kick that's gonna be perfect for this. I think it's in 170 actually, which is too fast for this track. But maybe we can warp it and make something funny out of it. It's the French. No, it's too much, isn't it? I feel like it's a little bit too much. I want something more basic in the lows. Let me think. I'm not sure what sort of kick we're gonna do on this. Yeah, Vec is vengeance. Let's make it sound at least a little bit industrial by grabbing maybe some like. What are we feeling? Maybe some like. Let's just look up industrial. Because I have a lot of things that are named industrial, so I'm hoping to get some percussion effects with some reverb on it or something. Okay, Bijou we're not gonna use here. This is more what I'm looking for, but this. I want something like sort of sweeping. Oh, that's cool. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, let's do some industrial effects in the background. Yeah, we gotta make this one. This one is gonna sound a little bit scarier because it's too happy. Yeah, that's more industrial. Maybe add some gentle delay. Some extra definition in the high mids. No, it still doesn't match what we're going for. Yes, I do master my own tracks. Oh, this is super Millennium. That's actually perfect. That's delightful. Get some Alter Boy on the. This sounds like the pre-dub to a Getter. Well, we're making a pre-drop right now. I always start off with making a pre-drop. I find it easiest to build a track out of that. So we can turn the vocal up quite a bit before the reverb, and then we put the reverb quite. Oh yes, now I get it. The Millennium industrial hardcore vibes. I I feel like the kick shot really sent it home here. But first I need some like whoop, sort of like tonal. I want like a tonal swoop. I feel like I have those. Oh, I wrote industrial. Industrial. I want industrial. Okay. Scroll down here. Maybe if we do some like and let's just. Yeah, I feel like I want something like that. Let's just make a couple extra layers. And let's just grab some like of this weird white noise. I have so many sample packs I stopped counting. I have about 2 terabytes worth of samples. No, it's crunches, punches. We're not looking for punches or kicks now. Ooh, this one is cool to layer in at the bottom as well. So maybe make the kick more distorted over time in the build-up. Now it's more of just to get the rhythm going with the snare. It's more like layering it up with the snare to give it some low end. But this kick is really just more for the rhythm. Ooh, actually. Ooh, yeah, that's cool. Hang on. Yeah, I feel like that's gonna sound nice. Okay, now how much headroom do I leave to master? I usually turn down my channel about 24 dB because I mix super loud, which is just my preferred way of doing things. So yeah, 24 dB something, but it's very dependent on the project. There's no one way to make something. I feel like this one is too tonal. We're gonna get this one out of here. We're gonna move this one over. Yeah, it gets loud very fast. My punches of my kicks, to get them very snappy, I push them like insanely loud. Just so it sort of bypasses all the effects and things because it's so loud. And it just sort of hits the clipper differently, and due to interpolation it actually the clipper sort of ignores it, but later I undo that effect by a limiter, but that way you can get the punch like super nice. Like it will cancel out, like it's like side chaining just the transient to to the entire track. I usually try a -6 with masters, get loud but very distorted. Yeah, distortion is not all that bad, but if it gets like that's like affecting things up to the point where it's like that's not what you want. But some gentle distortion is nice. Okay, let's make some quick arrangement out of this. Oh yeah, we also need some sort of an impact, but let's first move everything to like 33. Doesn't matter too much. And let's get some of those super cheesy impacts. Those were quite common, and we also need a ride. Oh yeah, it's perfect. Make some white noise. Group these together. With some reverb, of course. Actually, let's do a fuckload of reverb. More. Yeah, something like that. That's absolutely incredible. Just have something as atmosphere playing. Okay, it's quite short. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna double it and give it to the next person. We're gonna paste it here, reverse it. I used sounds like these so-called to make to make my trance. I feel so called out, but it's cheesy. No, you know it's cheesy, but it's fine. It's just very like early 2000s. We want that early 2000s vibe in here. Oh, okay, that's not great. Okay, and it ends there. Okay, so we're gonna have to group this too. Okay, we now have a nice industrial atmosphere. Now let's get these swoop things we made in here. Let's start them pretty much here. And let's duplicate that until 33. Wanted to ask, when exporting stems to get the final mixing stage, you mix the group or the stem itself? I just mix some groups. I don't export stems for the final master. I'm too lazy to do that, and I don't really see the point. It works for other people, but I just like my workflow the best. Okay, so these swoops are a little bit too much. I feel like spacing them out at least 8 bars is gonna be the trick to get the sound good. Or we can try 4. We had them 2, but let's do 4. Let's turn them down. I feel like we need more of this in here. What are you guys thinking? More FX? No, let's get this in here, like fading up, and let's do like some sort of pre-drop here. Well, we can keep everything except for this. And let's have the vocal go like that. The screech go like that. Put this here. Put that there. Actually, let's start this on like 9 already. How are we gonna fade this in? Probably endless smile. The fuck out of it. Plus maybe a band pass with dry wet. You put limiter or clipper to mix, depends. No, I only have a limiter or a clipper on my master. Or if I'm doing a very specific thing with my kicks, but that's a different story. We do it in the wrong way now. Well, whatever. We can do it like this too. Actually, let's not do... to... Let's keep this one going up for a while. It doesn't have to be straight. Industrial hardcore is usually very slow in the breaks. No, actually, let's have it start from like the beginning, and then we can start the snare earlier. This makes no sense what I'm doing now. Have the snare start after 16 bars. Quickly do this. Endless smile. Yeah, let's go like that. Okay, let's work off grid for this. It doesn't matter too much. We're gonna have to drop on 25. I don't want to have it too long, so we're just gonna go like this. Add a little like maybe some like white noise in here to get that. We're still gonna have to do the screech different because this one sounds like Dookie. Hang on. Okay, it's pretty solid arrangement already. Quite bouncy and fun. Very simplistic, which works very well for this genre. I'm feeling like some... They sound like lasers. It's just explosion noises on top of each other. Literally. I have some of his kicks. Or well, I have kicks that sound like his. It's just literally explosion noises. It's not that interesting, really. If I can find it, at least. I have too many kicks at this point. Explosion noises. Yeah, here. Very similar, only I have a straight sub and he does like the atonal subs, which I'm not crazy about for myself. Go to 160 BPM, see if we can get something nice. It's very difficult. I do not recommend trying it. If you want to spend like weeks learning phase, go for it, but it's not fun to make them. It's very weird. I feel like something like this with like some like old sounding reverb can work great. Let's maybe do vintage verb on this kick. I want like super reverby kick. I want some reverb that sounds like really bad. Vintage verb sounds not great, but still not as bad as I'm looking for. Let's try vintage verb first. Let's see what it does. Give us a pre-delay. No, that does not work. Not in the slightest. maybe do some. Ooh, that's perfect. Yeah. Let's clip the fuck out of this. I am the one who makes the tutorials, bro. So I would have to watch my own videos to learn how to make the kicks, you know. I usually do that. I record videos for myself and I watch them to learn how to make the kicks. I think I can see the vision. Yeah. I feel like I've got the vision down now. I feel like it's pretty in style. Fake drop, sort of. Cocaine. Yeah, that works. Well, I've been making music for so long. Most things are like really straightforward on how to make things, you know. I don't really have to think much about it. I feel like we can get a better kick. Like, I have a very good understanding of sound design and how things work, especially with face, so I can quite easily recreate something. I don't know, it's just when I listen to something I sort of get an idea how to make it just because I like understand what I'm doing. Maybe something like this with a little bit more mids. Ooh, that's nasty. You could do we're working in my sample pack now. I really only use my sample pack. Or I try to use it as much as possible also because it's very easy. Actually, let's get Nimble Kick out. Let's mess around. No, I have a better idea. Let's do raw kick. Let's get the OG kicks. Let's just use a preset. I'm too lazy to make one myself for this one. Let's do Darkcore Kick 3. This one usually works. We have to find a nice key though. No, this one's shit. Ranked Boschka. I do some Boschka with Ocasys. Under a different name though. Ooh, there we go. Now that's nice. Now let's find a nice key. Okay, it's not bound by key. Oof. Oh, we have some outside agency. Ooh, there we go. That's nice. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh yeah, it's delightful. We might actually switch to raw for this synth as well. Yeah, let's do a raw synth as well, why not? I haven't done that in ages. Or we might do Predator. Want something that's... We're getting closer. Demon keys, what the hell is that? Why is this so loud? I want it to sound like Super Millennium, but still like Industrial Millennium, something like that. I feel like some like pedal. Can't work on this. Yeah, let's do a melody. I have one cooked up actually that I didn't use for another track. Let's see if I can find it. That melody is insane. Maybe this? Nope. Oh my god. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, that's it, I think. Pretty sure it's this one. Yeah, that's the one. Ooh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, we're gonna do something with this. Hang on. It sounds good with reverb. Hang on, what the hell? Maybe let's give it some. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's get rid of that pedal. Okay, apparently that reverb just works very well. I got the key of this. Let's make that kick like super low. Like D. Okay, kick now sounds shit. If we fix the kick, we pretty much got a solid ID. Hang on. This one works so well, just doesn't have any sub. I don't know what to do. I heard one which I liked, but I skipped through it sadly. Now I can't find it. Okay, man. I don't know what kick I want, that's the thing. Let's just do something like basic and abruptly, like dung hu, something like that. Oh, we just look through hardstyle kicks. Nah, why not? Let's... Oh yeah, we have him. Yeah, that works, but let's grab this one and put it in nimble to make it a little bit more fun. I feel like if we have it in nimble, we should be good. Yeah, there we go. Let's put on 216, so 1/8. The tail starts, and we can give it that whoomp which we want. An atonal sub is where your sub has no root note, where every part of the face has a different length, so it becomes not bound to a key anymore. Like as you can see, with this kick, I can literally look. Oh yeah, it's somewhere in the ballpark of F, and it starts off at like G, and it goes down to like F sharp. But if something has an atonal kick, you're not gonna be able to do any pitch tracking on it. So if we go to anything from like Ush, oh, that's Oons. We want Ush. He only has atonal kicks. Like here, there's no way you can look at that sub and grab a key out of it. This one maybe a little bit, but majority of his stuff just has atonal kicks. Oh, this one actually doesn't. Yeah, this is super atonal. You can also see that in the face. It's a very irregular face, which is not ideal, but you can. It sounds very nice live. But sometimes it phases and then it sounds like nothing because it cancels itself. I'm trying. That's sort of a triplet now. I feel like triplets would. Yeah, triplets are nice on this. Let's do it, and let's make this kick a triplet as well. It's not perfect triplet, but we'll figure it out in a bit. Let's do some distortion on the kick. Get it nice and crunchy. There we go. Maybe some little bounce kick. I feel like that little bounce kick, that's fun. Let's put this in. Oh, now it's mean. Let's do some. Let's get some. Oh yeah, that sounds funky. Oh, that's super bouncy. Okay, now we're gonna use a double rack. I want to get some like stereo image in here, so we're gonna use a spectral / granular stereo thing. And we're gonna just plant that on the mids. So we're gonna use M stereo spread, put it 160, and this can go up. We're gonna have to get this to sound right, which is a little bit fiddly. And we're pretty much just gonna make a sort of band pass on it. So we just want those crunchy ass mids. I'm aware this will offset the face, but it's whatever, it will still sound good. To mess around with it. And let's maybe try to get some of that sort of crunch, sort of crunchy, up-tempo, modern-y stereo images just by clipping it super hard while having some stereo image. Okay, that's great. Now we can boost this up a little bit. Let's get span out so we get a good way to monitor this. Yeah, okay. We need more sub now, which I can hear quite easily. Okay, let's put that. Let's turn on the volume, and we get a bit much. that like crunch. Yes. That's a nice industrial kick. That sounds actually industrial. And that's how you make an industrial kick, guys. Please upload your streams. I do. You can find them. What's up, bro? You still giving feedback? Yeah, we're gonna start on that a little later tonight. But if you go to my profile, you can go to live, and here you can see all the previous live streams we've done. So if you want to see my previous live streams, you can find them there. Go game. I know it's clipping loud as fuck. We really haven't done any mixing. So let's just turn it down on the master for now. And let's maybe layer in a industrial punch from OPS, whatever. Punch. I want something like. Ooh, that can work. And maybe a climax as well. Cut this up. This is not the one we're gonna use, by the way. This one is shit. We need something low. We're just gonna do the. Here we go again. Yeah, this one is the punch I always use pretty much all my tracks. Let's get like a climax punch. Let's do like 4. Something like that. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's very nice. Okay, let's get this all together. How can you replace kicks or midis or anything in the preview on the left to something that's... I'm not sure I understand what you mean. I'm sorry. What the hell is going with? Oh yeah, that's nice. Let's get some K clip on here. It doesn't have to be perfect, this kick. We're just doing something. And let's get this punch out of the... There we go. Let's copy this EQ for after it so we can make some final adjustments. I feel like the mids can be a little bit more present in the kick. So let's widen that. Why don't we saturate that channel as well? Or like distort it? What sort of distortion is nice for this? I feel like Nani can do the trick here. I feel like that's gonna be a correct pick. Do we want to band pass it before or after? Yeah, let's do it just after, whatever. Yeah, that was the right call. Okay, now I don't really want to do triplets anymore. I'm starting to dislike triplets because it's so fucking annoying to mix. Let's not do triplets actually. I mean, like when I have already 16 bars of kicks in a track and I want to change those kicks with another sample and I don't want to waste time with replacing anything. Well, just swap out the kick. If you have it in MIDI, if you have it in audio, you're gonna have to do it manually. Redo it like completely. Well, you can do a hot swap. I forgot the keybind for that. I think shift plus something else. Just look up Ableton hot swap and I'm sure you can find something on it. No, not hold swap. Hot. Hot as in sexy. Fire. God damn it. Yeah, that's much better. I really like that actually. Let's do it right now. Oh yeah, that's some nice industrial ride. Get some like delay. Do some like and some reverb. Maybe some compression as well. And maybe layer it. Yeah, let's do that. Now we can also do some open hats or something. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, this is sounding mega cool now already. Let's also do some open hats. Let's first work on these cymbals though before we get sidetracked too much. I'm looking for something to turn my distortion tom sound a bit punchier. Do you have any tips? Volume automation. Easiest thing to do, and resample it and just put it in a new MIDI layer. That's the best thing you can do it. It's super dark. I'm gonna turn on my lights. Oh, god damn it. I'm stuck. My headphones are stuck somewhere. Unfortunate. There we go. And we're back. Let's maybe get some like vocoder on here. Also, hang on. Let's save the project, but before that, we're just gonna quickly go to black screen. Because I can't show everything of my unreleased projects on here, sadly. But I hope you can understand that. I don't have an industrial hardcore folder, actually. So we're gonna make one. Damn, man, I need light to roll Doobie. Where I can turn on my screen now again. Oh, damn, there we go. Yes, we're back. What are we gonna call this? Let's do. We need a vocal, so let's call it huh for now. Whatever. Stick out huh. Oh, we're working on the hat. We're doing the vocoder to get that. Yeah, that's nice. And we're gonna do a couple ones just to get that sort of super nice reverby fake high end, and we're also gonna do one on here. We're gonna have this one slightly longer. Yeah, there we go. Now we get some Valhalla. I wrote it wrong. Let's do vintage verb. There we go. With some. Now we're gonna put some LFO on here to give it that bounce back. Because right now it's all like tick, 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 but we want that whoop, whoop, whoop in there. So usually my EQs for something like this look something like this. And we're also gonna do maybe some closed heads. These one we can keep super basic. I want it red as well. I don't like any other colors. For my projects, I want to do things that are annoying to find sometimes in a different color. We're gonna, yeah, we might have to color this. Well, whatever. For now, it's fine. I kind of locked in right now. We got plenty now to give feedback on, but they wanted Rouge type kicks. Y'all asked for some production, so I provide. I'm not sure if the people who asked me to do production are still on the stream at this point. Let's check the viewer count real quick. We're actually quite high. Wow, 12. That's very high. I still don't know how I feel about this one. I feel like it's a little bit too mellow. Okay, so it's hardcore lead one. We'll just remember that. It's in 3K, right? Yeah. So just cheese it. Oh, this one's also nice. I feel like it's too mellow again. Let's go for something more new school. We already have some kick rolls, but some like very basic ones. I feel like it does the job on this one. Oh, that's it. That's it. Oh yeah. It also has a sort of percussive sound to it, which I really like. That's very nice actually. I don't. I always do it in MIDI. I do everything in MIDI. I don't like working with audio personally. Oh, that's... I like that. I like that very much as a pre-drop. Might just like go this. Okay, let's go back to the vocal. We need a vocal. I want something simple, like someone whispering, like, again, do it again. Shoot me.
Serial.
This might actually work, destroy. Let's try this one. Oh yes, that's a lot of fun, damn it. Yeah, glitch is insane. We're also gonna do something funny with the kick here. This is not, I'm not sure how this is gonna end up sounding, but we're gonna figure it out in a second. So we need an amp, an EQ, and let's do glitch. Let's try with glitch. I've never done this with glitch. By the way, the presets in glitch are all randomly generated, so you never get the same ones. They're all just like random names. You can just go like this, and it just gives you a different name, and click here and give you something totally different. And just spam this a couple of times until I get what I want. It's completely random, which is really nice. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's powerful. Let's get like some breathing sound in here as well. I feel like that will add like some suck, some. Wait, how do you do it again? That's it. Some glug in there. May Splice please open? I know I have it on Splice. Wait, let's just look at breath. Ooh, yeah, there we go. That's nice. That's plenty nice. We can do something with that. Okay, let's do something weird with these breathing sounds. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna figure something out. It's turning really cool. Oh my god, I get fake drop by myself. Oh yeah, this is super spicy. Okay, it seems we've lost pretty much our viewers now. Should we move on to feedback? Do we have a Emil Bay or High Popper in the stream? Let's see. Let's throw a curveball, see if anybody's here still. A High Popper here. Okay. Then we'll do High Popper, the first feedback of today. To the ground, Master V0. If you were to resample, would you resample by groups? Yes, of course, it will save space, and you don't really need, only if you need the individual layers, but if you don't, and if you're not sure, you probably don't need the individual layers. It gotta have more mids. Mids are kind of empty right now. There's something weird with the kick. I can't quite put my finger on it. It's like you have some really weird effect on it. Kick is quite atonal, but I guess that works for today's standards. It sounds like you have some weird stereo image plugin somewhere. You should get rid of it. There's something off with the stereo image. Okay, I will switch up the melody here a little bit. It's a bit monotone here. Because you go back to the melody you had. You have to get like a counter melody in here. Or just get rid of the melody altogether here. Snare, I'm not sure who mastered this, but the master's done something weird to the stereo image, which for me ruins the track. I really get what you're going for, but yeah, the stereo image is really weird on this track. Quite monotone on this second part of the drop here as well. Everything got a little bit more definition. There's something like very wrong with this, but I can't quite put my finger on it. I recommend sending it to Wave tomorrow and see what he thinks. But the stereo image is like really off-putting. I can really see the image, but the master is currently very... It's not even like bad, but it's really, really weird sounding. Yeah, I can't put my finger on what's wrong with the master. This is very super unconventional. It's a bit drowned in reverb and delay. I think I went overboard with it. That's possible. But what did you do with the stereo image? I assume you have mastered this yourself now. What does your mastering chain look like? And what have you done to it? Run us over it. Because I'm very intrigued what you did to get this sort of stereo image. I'm also gonna call for the next person already, which is Janik. Used kilohertz stereo imager on my synths group. What else did you do? I'm talking about the master. You have some plugin that is doing something really weird to everything, and I assume it's gonna be on the master. Or is this master done by someone else? Because if it's done by someone else, he didn't do it very well. I hope you didn't, mastering wise, used Ozone Imager, maybe. Okay, that's the problem. Just get rid of it. You don't need it. Okay. Yeah, don't use Ozone Imager, and especially not with the hang on. When using Ozone Imager, do you hang on, Imager. Oh damn it, Imager. Do you have these buttons on by chance? If so, don't do that. Never do that. Especially not on your master. That's a horrible idea. I'm gonna assume it's on. It sounds like it's on. It's definitely on, and then you have like things cranked up to them. Yeah, there's their problem. Just don't do that. That's probably the easiest way to ruin your master. It's a very bad idea to do that. You can just EQ it by doing this, but I don't really see the point in that. If you want a good stereo image, it's mix-wise, not master-wise. Keep in mind, mastering, you're not going to make major changes to the overall sound of your track. You just want to balance everything out and that it sounds good on speakers, phone, and a club system. That's all mastering is. Mastering is not the magic sauce you put on something. Don't see it as that. Mastering is just get everything in order so it sounds okay on everything. I feel like by doing this, it's going to sound like super nice on like AirPods from Apple or whatever, but on pretty much everything else is going to sound like shit. And yet you're making music to be played everywhere, not just on AirPods or whatever that have this super weird stereo image that Apple and other like earplug manufacturers do. So yeah, don't do that. Bad idea. My mastering chains are like super simple. I'll show you guys how my mastering chains usually looks like. So I have something in the ballpark of an EQ, -12. Low end focus. Then we have something like Maag EQ on 40k, just for some high end. It usually looks like this. You just get this, and I use negative contrast. I know Wave is screaming at me now, but I just prefer negative contrast. We can have a discussion about that for hours on end, but I like how it sounds. It's just a personal preference, I guess. Then K-clip, then a limiter, of course Pro L2, and we're going to turn true peak off, and we're going to use 4 or 8x oversampling. It's not too. I usually use modern, aggressive, or transparent. I usually prefer the sound of aggressive or transparent, but it's highly dependent on the mix. If I have something that's a little bit more signed, I will use modern. And I usually turn my output level to -0.3 to get the true peaks of like not peeking out of the entire track, and this is pretty much all you want to do. And here we just have something to balance this out, and I'm gonna do this again one more time in between the clipper and the limiter, and then it shall sound something like this. You see, yeah, we're still doing feedback. I'm just quickly running over how to master tracks. Like now for like the EQ on the master, I will just go grab span. See if, oh, this is pretty much ideal. We can boost the high end just a little bit, or like around 2K. Oh, we don't need to boost the high end actually. I guess we can give it a little bit more thump at like 80. Now just start cranking it up. And that's mastered now. That's really all you genuinely want to do for a master. Keep it super basic and simple. That's the best way. But it's mostly all about mixing, I will say. No compression on the master. I don't see your point. Send my tracks in. Cool. Let's find the next person. No, why would I compress the master? It's Yannick here. Edge Runner. Because I'm clipping my tracks on purpose. So compression is not really needed. But listen to the other track I sent first. You can send 2 tracks, it's fine. But as you can see, it pretty much has no dynamics. And I do this fully on purpose. We're just gonna do both. Are they sending this? Let's do you at the same time. So we're gonna do both of your tracks now. It's better to do it that way for me. Edge Runner. You definitely watched the Edge Runners on Netflix, didn't you? If you played Cyberpunk at all, I can definitely hear the inspiration of Cyberpunk in here. A little bit. Was not expecting that. Yeah, me too, bro. Definitely also see a little bit in the clothing that you wear. It's currently a little empty. Oh! What the fuck did you do with that kick? That gives me some like crazy goosebumps. Ooh. Oh. Oh yeah, that definitely gives me those Hard Take vibes. You could ask like a Breeze here. And Breeze could fill this up very nicely, you know. Oh, I love this. It's super experimental. Okay, this kick is super silent. Can be a lot louder. Stereo image is insane though. I don't know what the fuck you did to that stereo image, but that sounds geeked. Our gain staging is awful. In the beginning it was fine, but from here on, like the gain staging is not great. That E is way too loud. Yeah, okay, you cut it out here, which is a little bit weird sounding as well. Yeah, if you fix the gain staging, layer it up a little bit more. Like get some snares, some rides, some... no, I want to do open hats, but especially a re-space could really help here as well. Yeah, re-space, especially in this part in the beginning, it's fine, empty like that, but just it needs to be a lot fuller. And you have got quite a lot of room to work with. Spectrum and dynamics wise. So I feel like you can add like a bunch more drums and rhythm elements in here. Yeah, re-space in here, and also build some extra tension by getting some rhythm in here, because when you get like on a silent part like this, people are just gonna be standing still, like waiting for the next part of rhythm. If you don't have rhythm, people stop dancing. So if you want to keep people dancing or keep people like moving at least, you gotta get some extra rhythm in there. And usually on these tracks, or like, let's take for reference early hardcore tracks, the rhythm itself is already sort of the main melodies are usually like rhythmic. They first make a rhythm and then change the pitch, and they have like very short attacks, so it gets like a very punchy sort of rhythm, which already gives it a vibe. But you can't get away with just like that doesn't really provide a steady rhythm. You need to carry the steady rhythm more throughout the track, and I feel like it's gonna be really good when you do that. And this kick here, and this one is crazy. This gotta be one of the fucking weirdest kicks I've ever heard, but I love it. I've never heard a kick like that, and I like that, and it sounds good actually. Okay, on to the next one. Yeah, this is super industrial. Those funny clicks at the end, they really add to the genre. Most genres you would just get rid of that, but for this it works. I feel like this is like almost recorded real, you know, like from a hardware synth, that kick, especially the way you use that distortion. It just screams hardware to me. It does not sound like digital. Also because of the stereo image, I think. Yeah, this again is too empty. You really need to layer up things a lot more. Live, this will just sound completely silent. Yeah, you succeeded. Yeah, that's super KRTM. Oh, Jesus Christ. Christ. Yeah, this melody is like tweaking me out. I will say I like the previous one better, but that's just my opinion. And some terror. I feel like you need, like, you're lacking a lot of elements. I think that's your main issue. As of now, you really need to layer up everything to make it more like powerful. Oh, this is so weird. I love it. This comes close to like Hellfish stuff. Yeah, this end part really reminds me of stuff like this. You know? I love Hellfish. Great source of inspiration, by the way. This guy is absolutely mental. I think I've mentioned him a few times on the stream already, but I really like this guy. Super weird transitions from this into... Yeah, it's just mental. I get so much ideas from listening to this, like creative-wise. I don't like his newer stuff too much. Which album is this one from again? Because this album is, I think, his best one. 2009, yeah. Around this stuff he made the best. Around that time he made the best stuff. Hang on. There's one which I really like. Bro has so much tracks. Hang on, let me find it real quick and I will move on to the next one. Is it this one? Hang on. Hello? Oh, my thing is doing this glitch again. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. This one is so crazy. It's like the sampling masterclass listening to this. It's super weird.
No, you guess I'm just a radical, not on sabbatical, yes, to make it critical.
Yeah, this is crazy. I don't even know how you would do this. Like, this is the part where I'm like, okay, it sounds like some weird vocode. Bro's literally drawing bridges in the audio spectrum. Yeah, this shit is just mental. Such a great source of inspiration. Sounds like BitCrush, yeah, but vocoder with a BitCrush or something like that, yeah. Let's make sure we don't skip over anyone. Ikram, let's move on to you. I know you're in here. Okay, it's jumping straight into it. All I want to say, maybe start out with just a kick. A lot easier to mix in. again, it feels like stretched quite a lot again. I lose my attention pretty quickly with this track. Please just let there be some contrast. It's so nice to have like a kick like boom, boom, boom. No, like 1/8. Like right in front of the drop where you just cut everything, you just make like a kick MIDI that looks like this, you know? What works super nice for that, where you just have like it works here as well, nice. But what works super nice on your project as well. I feel like just some like more variations in everything could really help, because what I feel like you do is you make this sort of loop, like this 8-bar loop, and you stretch it and you sort of structure a track with it. But it's better to like make a track like left to right, you know, not just like make an ID and stretch it. It's better to like get the ID out first, and then you have to build on it more. I feel like there can be more variations in everything, like little extra things with your heads where you double them or like halve them. I feel like you can create a lot more like interesting movements, like if you will like spend a little bit more time structuring your tracks, because I feel like you're too focused on like creating sounds and not that much on like structuring it. Like you do a cut every 8 or 16 bars, but I feel like it's not enough. You have to really build the arrangement more. Yeah, it's definitely hearable in all your projects. Maybe try like really building a track, because it really sounds like that 8-bar loop and you just like stretch it throughout the entire project. Like, hang on, let me find an example of what I mean. Like, let's quickly go to Maze Javois. It's kind of similar to what you do, but this is, of course, a little bit different. Let me find something that's closer. If we look more into this, you know, you really feel like that he's telling the story with the arrangement, you know. This guy does what I'm like explained. He like really builds a track. He doesn't build that 8-bar loop and stretch it. Like he really like builds it to create that tension and that release. Like you can really feel like the track is evolving. You know, for you it's super stagnant, I would say. Okay, back to your stuff. Okay, we're gonna skip the end. Yeah, of course. Okay, on to the next one. fine. We'll take a listen. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, same for this track. It's too stagnant. You change like one thing every 16 bars. I feel like you need to change a lot more things and give it some extra like movement. I feel like you're too much on the rules. That someone said, yeah, you have to change everything, something every 16 or 8 bars. But you have to really feel a track more or less to what's to come, you know? You have to kind of feel what's gonna come next, and then you put that in. That's why I emphasize always so big with my ASW arrangement theory that you have to like really feel your track. I can't make tracks in like 2 sittings. I have to get like 90% of the track done in the first sitting. And the last thing are just like figuring out some things that I fucked up along the way, you know? You really have to get into that mindset of the track, you know? I don't know if that's logical for you guys, but when I start getting into a track, I'm really like try to merge my mind with the track and like feel to what the track wants. You have to kind of predict it. And I'm sort of missing that. I would hear this on my way home on the bus without any... Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Ikram, if you manage to do that, as I just explained, your tracks are gonna be like 50 times heavier and so much more emotion, because currently it's like one line of energy, and if you can fix that, your tracks are gonna be fucking great. They currently are already very nice, but if you can do that, like more structuring of a track, is gonna be so good. Just straight hallucinating it. We're gonna skip the end again. Yeah, same thing for this track. Not much else I can say about it. Evil Diaz, is he here? Entry. Yeah, I see you in the chat. Next week, I show them as a result of your suggestion. Thanks for the feedback. I'm very curious to see what you managed to do. Yes, he's here. Squash that bugs. I think it's bugs. Not without the S. Squash that bug. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Okay, let's do that again. Am I still in frame? Yeah, we're still in frame. Oh, I look fucking stupid with my naked chest. Let's look a little bit more proactive. This bug or those bugs, yeah. Yeah, exactly, that's what I meant. This gives me some sort of Russian vibe or something. Some like locked club. Yeah, that vocal has to come in earlier. I feel like more samples on this track would work. Like random samples. Yeah, more of that vocal sort of stuff. That works great. Gives me a little bit of the Chemical Brothers vibe or something. Yeah, a reference. Chemical Brothers. Listen to like Chemical Brothers for like 2 days. And then you have plenty of inspiration for this. But yeah, more like the vocal in the end. The vocal is really cool. It really adds to it. Oh, sick ID. I like it. Curious to see how it's gonna carry out. Matt Stew. Is Matt Stew still near? Oh, we have Harry Potter. I can't tell if it's his actual face or the Harry Potter meme again. I forgot. Last time you had the Harry Potter. Hang on. I swear to God, yeah. This one is that Harry Potter. Yes, he's here. Okay, let's jump into it. Fat sub, Jesus. I think last week I didn't stream because I had the Wi-Fi router blow up. It's been like 10 minutes per joke. I don't know, but hey, it's no worry. We'll listen to him after this track. Oh yeah, I remember this track. Well, let me check her. Did I hit 3K followers yet? No, I didn't. Okay. We're getting there. The grind is real. Let me also look at my Falsive release really quickly. See how that is doing. And then it's not doing too well, I will say. I would have expected a little more of Falsive. It's not doing too great. I mean, for 20 days, it's fine. Damn. Who's making me yawn? Alright, stereo is super crazy. Okay, you put your sub. It's going too low now, by the way. It's questionable. That was a great opportunity for some pitch shift, by the way. Here, pitch shift that up, it's gonna be crazy. I feel like your kick is too loud almost. No, your kick isn't too loud, the rest of your elements are too silent. You lose like a ton of energy here as well. I would stretch that vocal through the drop, move in different, because it falls too silent. It's like you go from an intro into a break with a build and then back to the intro, you know? What's the difference between this? Nothing. Yeah, it sounds too much like an intro still. Yeah, it doesn't have enough drive. It really needs more drive in this track. Some elements that really push it to the next level, because it all sounds like pretty much like the intro, you know? Yeah, it really lacks like any sort of drive. I have one question regarding arranging left to right. Do you do automation as you go or at the end? Because usually I wait till the after arranging. Is this a mistake? Yes, it is. How do you create drive? Rhythm, a synth that like really grabs your attention. You lack like a main idea in this track. I feel like yeah, but hang on, let me start with the automation. You should do the automation along the way. Automation is a crucial thing of creating more feel into your track and things. It's almost as important as the rest of your track. You can't do it at the end. You have to really build your track like section by section. And how do you create drive? I feel like this track falls in the Boschka trap again. What I mean with the Boschka trap is that, in my opinion, Boschka all is the same. It's all an atmosphere, some heads, and a kick. It lacks a real driving element that really sets the track apart. And the same counts for you. I would almost say this is Boschka. Looking at like ID wise, this is pretty much the same idea as most Boschka tracks. Yeah, you have to create more drive in this track, more percussion like a primer ID. I would not continue on this track if I'm being honest. From the start, this one went wrong. I would start again and build more around the primary ID, because I really don't see the ID in this one. The track with as much kicks as possible. Well, you succeeded. What's the name of the program? Yeah, it's called Millimeters. Even my tracks, yeah, I can show an unreleased one. This one is a little bit weirdly mastered. This is something new, but this one has a bunch of kicks too. Jesus Christ, this feels insanely fast now. But this is the drive in the intro is almost like 5 times as high as your. While it's not that much different, you can hear the percussion, the heads are really making a difference in the drive of the track. And for the drop, like here, I'm creating some crazy tension, releasing that tension, snare for rhythm. And the drive out of this comes in the up-pitched kick, which creates a more like in-your-face feeling. And of course the insane like screech. It's all about rhythm, especially in techno. You have to really do those rhythms. All of the like drive in those tracks comes out of rhythm. all about the rhythms. Rhythms are everything. I think I know what you mean. Perfect. Okay, hang on, that was the old Vengeance one. Let's scroll down and get the new ones. Let's do, okay. Let's listen to the Harry Potter Schans. I'm gonna have to give you a special nickname in the server now. Let me think of something good. Wait, what did I just say? Harry Potter Schans? Hang on, I forgot what I just said. Harry Potter Schans? No, wait. Hang on, let me undo this. I forgot what I just... Wait, I went wrong. Which creates a more, like, in-your-face feel. Oh, okay, hang on, that was the old Vengeance one. Let's scroll down and get the new ones. Let's do, okay. Let's listen to the Harry Potter Schans. Oh yeah, Schansy Potter, that's what we're gonna call you. I'm sorry. Okay, onto your track. Jesus Christ. The glitch too, or the effect box, the effect tricks, I forgot what it's called. Oh, I don't like that riser. Jesus Christ. Yeah, and here's on like the 16th rhythm in the kick. Jesus Christ. Might as well got his track drive. Wow. It's super stereo though. How the fuck did you sidechain that? Oh my god. How the fuck did you sidechain this? This is some like next level sidechaining. I genuinely, I think I've said this like 10 times already, but I don't like Schans, but this I like. I don't know why. Secrets. I feel like I get sidechain like this as well. It's still very... It's not easy. Oh, hang on. Hang on, what do I see here? Do I see a sub high pass? I see a high pass sub here. The Reese is high passed. We can't have a high pass sub. That's illegal. Time to get rid of the high pass. And I will assure you there's a high pass on the Reese. I know it 100% sure. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. This one is crazy. Next track will probably drop audio code, so working hard on it. Okay, let's check the next. This is copyrighted. What's me? This? Fuck. Damn it. SpongeBob jump scare. We need a SpongeBob cam. Oh damn it. I didn't mean to do that. I'll do the overlays again. I forgot. Filters. No, it's not it. Properties. I feel like there was a way to... Welcome back, Dasid Rodriguez. That's not what I was looking for. Hang on. Yo, what's going on? We're doing feedback. Well, there we go. This is what I meant to do. Never mind, it's not working. Okay, forget this. I'm messing around. I didn't even listen to the track. Well, a little bit. I feel like you have it clipped and you have it -5 dB on the master. Just hashtag feedback for feedback. Yes, in the Discord. There's a little bit of a queue. Oh, it's not that big as of now. You will need more for me to give more feedback, but very cool ideas of now. Sounds good. Okay, who's next? Kedda. Schrans, Hard Groove, Oyibo, Not Full Mix, Feedback. Well, that's one hell of a name. Oh no, that's... Oh my god, hang on. Hang on. Do I see this with my little eye? Okay, that makes me really happy. I'm a huge Icky fan. Oh. Okay, that makes me really happy. Sure, it's nothing crazy. This is not Schrans. No, I was just about to say, hang on, I'm gonna have to send that to my manager real quick. Because that's a major achievement that Icky is liking my stuff. I gotta send this to my manager really quickly. Oh. Okay, we're gonna come back. Hang on, give me 2 seconds. Where we're back. Oh, it feels very slow. What is this, like 100? And it's like 128 or 132 BPM. Let's see how close I am. Ah, 133. I said 132. Ah, close enough. Sick. We'll send it. We'll listen to it in a bit. Kenna, in what regard do you want feedback on this? It's super quiet. It still feels very empty as of now. Yes, it sounds very beginner, if I'm being honest. It's also a little too mono as of now. Mix-wise, your sub is like very inconsistent. Your kick is too short as of now. You also need to layer up that kick with something. I would go for a totally different kick, maybe with a higher sweep and a quite longer tail to give it some more thump. Because I feel like you're going for super minimalistic. Yeah, work to get that low end a lot more solid. It's all over the place as of now. Some reverb could also really help this out. And I would bring those elements in the background, like the female singing, also a little bit more forward. Maybe some gentle mid-side saturation. Yeah, you have to get some Saturn on that vocal. Like gentle. Mid-side Saturn saturation plus a stereo imager. One of the only times I would actually use a stereo imager is on something like that as a vocal. Maybe some, instead of a stereo imager, you can do like Haas effect or whatever. Everything needs a lot more distortion in general on this track. Saturate the shit out of everything. It's gonna sound much better. Yeah, and you have high. Oh, I see why it sounds so bad. You have high passed your sub. That's why it sounds so really weird. No matter what, never high pass your sub. It's the easiest way you can ruin your entire track. That's why your sub is super inconsistent. High passing your sub will create a super weird phase offset. Like, I can show you the phase offset with Serum. What happens if we put this like this on phase and we put it on high? Like, you have something like this. This is what's happening to the phase of your kick. It's super fucked. Never ever high pass your sub, because this is what actually is gonna happen to your sub. Like, it looks like this now. Even if we smooth it more out, you get this weird fucking phasey thing on your sub. I won't even advise to do like bell EQs on your sub if you don't understand phase correctly. Only do shelves like this. If you don't understand phase exactly, just go for shelves. It's the best way you can EQ your sub. Arrangement is okay, but I feel like you have stretched it out a little too far. You have the ID. This is like a three and a half minute track ID. Like going into 6 minutes is a little too long for this ID. It doesn't have to be this long, you know. It doesn't add real value. it's better to squash an idea out into like what it is supposed to be instead of stretching it out further. Been doing Ableton for 5 years now. Yeah, that's fine. I've been going for... I started at 12. Closing in on 10 years now. Gonna hit 10 years this year, which is crazy. But I really started going for the last 4 years, I would say. First 5 years, I didn't do much, as I've shown you guys in previous streams. Do we need to pull out the... Yeah, just for reference, I was making stuff like this, like after 2 years. This is 2 years of Ableton. Oh my god. But really how much time you put in it as well, and how serious you take learning it. This is a release track, sadly. Let me see. Oh, let me turn off this. It's N3 N5316. If you read the rules, must be a private streamable link. If you are still here. Oh yeah, that's my... Oh, we'll take a listen to it regardless. But for the next time, please only send like unreleased stuff. Because my feedback is for you to better your track. And if you've already released your track, my feedback doesn't really matter. Of course, you can say I'm going to take it into the next track, but every track is different and requires different feedback. God damn it, that got me off guard. That's the shit track from me years ago. Hey, no worries. The super triangle waveform. Much already released. Well, assuming it's your guys' first time in the stream, I'm gonna see it through the fingers, as we say in the Netherlands. Through the finger scene. It's fine. If you didn't know, it's fine. I can tell this is an LS41 master, is it? Oh yes it is, god damn it. LS41 with their stupid fucking tube saturation on the masters that they do. I feel like you lose a lot of power with triangles. It could be more powerful if you just had a normal sinus. But I guess it's also preference again. Like, for example, Wave really likes his triangle. I feel like that's something German. Or like German and Swiss. Only you guys do that fucking triangle subs. I'm a Florida man. Oh really? That's crazy. I would have guessed you're from like Berlin. Jesus Christ.
Just kidding.
I feel like the punch of your kick gotta have a lot more power. Like if we, for example, take, I feel like this is pretty close to blank raw power. And if we quickly compare the punches, this one is a lot more powerful. It really hits like a bigger reach. The punch of his kick hits from like 400 to like 8,000, while yours is a lot more centered from like 220 to 1,000. You want that kick to really hit like the entire audio spectrum, especially the punch. Yeah, it's currently taking up like a very small part, which is making it sound like a little bit bent past and muffled. It would sound a lot cleaner if you would have it more in the high end as well. My kick punches a lot. Yeah, that's fine. Usually in question, just layered up like crazy. Like for example, That Is Calling is in the project itself has 32 layers. That is calling. This one's a little bit experimental. Torment has more of my regular kicks. This one is also like 8-9 punches layered. And also a clap and a snare on top of that. You really want it to take up more space in your mix. It's too focused on like the low end. Apart from that, cool track. I like the sort of super happy trance vibe in it. That shit is gas. Okay, Ansgar. Also released track, I assume? Yes. Oh, and this one is 7 months ago. 7 months ago is too much. Then my feedback is like totally... Like, you're not gonna do anything with feedback on a 7-month-old track. Like, the last one was within the month. Like, okay, fine. I think I also mentioned something about the month in the rule. Yeah, unreleased from within a month. So it was released from within the month, but unreleased. Thanks so much for listening. Feedback. I'll send some unreleased next stream. Sick. I'm excited to hear what you've got in store. Need feedback. Stopped for some months. Okay, let's do it anyways. But for the next time, unreleased from within the month. Currently, your sub is out of phase, which is causing it to be very irregular. It's also changing. I feel like that sub you have it in background. That one is facing with the kick as of now, which is making it go asymmetric differently every kick you have in there. It's super inconsistent sub that you get out of that now. So what you can do is just high pass the atmospheres in the background. It seems like you've forgotten that on this kick. Yeah, kick is super phasey. And also quite muddy with these resonances here around, let's say from like 200 till 116 is very muddy. Yeah, your kick doesn't punch through that frequency range the same. Like here it punches through 130 and like here it punches through 257. I do not hear a high frequency beat myself. Cool Reese. I fuck with the Reese. Quick tip to fix if you have an asymmetric kick and weird phase every other kick. If you have like a bunch of processing on a like rumbly kick, what you can actually do, yeah, I'm just gonna do it with the kick I have here because why not? I'm squeezing the mic so it doesn't fall. Okay, very simple. We're just gonna solo the kick and we're gonna resample it. Oh yeah, let me just get the master, showcase master off here. Okay, and as you can see, dynamics are a little bit inconsistent here. It's a minor change. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna let it clip on the DAC just a little bit, like that. That's perfect. Now we're not losing too much information, as we can see, but now it's nice and consistent, which we want. So now you can just literally throw this into an audio group and have it repeat over and over. This is not needed for this cake because it's a consistent sub. But if you have an inconsistent rumbly sub, hang on. And now it hits the same every time. But if you have an inconsistent, more rumbly sub, this works really great and you can get super consistent results out of your kicks, so it doesn't have that weird phasing offset. And make sure when the kick is playing, you only have you get rid of all of the like lower frequencies on pretty much your entire track, apart from the kick. So you give the kick sub room to breathe, and every little sub information thing that your track has is a chance that your kick is gonna phase, which in this case it phases with I think 3 or 4 things, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it can be easily fixed by, as for example, going to your synths. And yeah, of course you have a reason there, so you can't keep it on consistently, but just some general automation with an EQ that looks like this, and then just automating it when the kick hits, different other way around, my bad. When the kick hits, it just goes, get rid of all of those low frequencies that are not going to be hearable anymore anyways, because your kick is taking up that space. I do it like this because you can kind of, like, it blends nice. You can also do it like this, but I will keep it at like a slight angle so it doesn't get like any weird things here, because if you have some louder layers and you do it like this, it will still have information here, which is very annoying. So keep it on a nice curve, and that should fix your phase issues, especially with your synths and other things. No worries. I hear these mistakes very often. Also, your sub is currently stereo. You also want to make your sub mono. By doing that, you can just grab an EQ, put it on mid side, go into the side channel, and cut off the lows on your sides. You don't want any stereo sub. Stereo sub equals bad. And you don't have to do it with a linear phase EQ. That's fine with a 0 latency. Little bit repetitive on the end, but not too much. Not great, not horrible. Yeah, with some minor mixing changes, it would sound so much better already. We're also gonna close feedback from here, so we're gonna do the last 2 tracks and then we're gonna end the stream. So we're gonna type feedback closed because I'm gonna have to head to bed soon. Because I have to get up in less than 8 hours already. You have any material that I could use to learn and understand like 50% what you're saying? If you could just fire some techniques. What are some words that stand out and that you don't understand? You can pretty much Google it and get some pretty good results. There are millions of articles on things. I also give one-on-one lessons, but I've recently been maybe interested in doing maybe group lessons, going into like specific things more and more. That would cut the price down significantly per hour, because I usually charge per hour now for one-on-one lessons. But I feel like doing group lessons can be like a little bit more financially acceptable for more people. One-on-one lessons are 50 an hour. Is Morks here? How much 1 hour? Is Morks here? Also someone. Oof. Yes, even Morgan. Okay, good artist name. Even Morgan, Morks. Oh damn it! We go back to that. Why does it do that? Already, I can see that this one is gonna be really hard to DJ on CDJ 2000s. Ooh, nice consistent sub. And it's fine, to be honest, the arrangement. I'm gonna stop bitching about the 16 bar rule. CDJ 3000s are pretty much making it viable to do a lot more things arrangement wise. Hey, Wave showed up finally. We're balls deep in the stream. If I focus on distortion and saturation, how they work by reading example, able to manual such effect. Ah, it is a nice days for a barbecue. Well, I can explain distortion really easily, by the way. Distortion is adding harmonic overtones, as they're called. So, I'm gonna quickly showcase what distortion is, because it's something I feel like everyone should know. So we're gonna start with a clean sub, something like this, and we are going to also grab span, and let's quickly just hang on. Let me just grab some MIDI. I don't want to drop the mic to make a fucking MIDI clip again, so we're just gonna do it like this. Yes. So now if we play this sine, you can see it's one harmonic. Now, what distortion does, it adds distortion harmonic overtones. And the more distortion that you add, the more overtones that you're gonna get. So you are creating more information by adding distortion. And every type of distortion has different harmonic overtones. It has a different mathematical sort of value. Some of them like double. So this is 263. So the next one, no, this one doesn't double. Hang on. I forgot which one was the one where it doubles every 263. No. And you also have some like really weird distortions that add like crazy harmonic overtones. But that's really all distortion does. It just adds distortion harmonic overtones. Oh, this one also doesn't double. Or does it? This one root 261, so it shall be like... Yeah, this one does double. So it doubles, then this one shall be another plus 263. And if I low pass it, it messes up. I mess up the phase. No, low passing doesn't ruin the phase. High passing does, but that's only relevant on your kick, where it's important. If you look at our phase meter, you can see it's not, the phase is not changing. It's changing the waveform, yes, but the phase is not changing if we do a low pass on it. A high pass on a sub will change the phase. But because an EQ works by offsetting the phase to get rid of certain frequencies. That's the most basic explanation of what an EQ does. Yeah, reading in on how EQs work is also very important. Okay, but back to Mark's track. Having a good understanding about all the audio effects, like common audio effects, is very nice knowledge to have. Screech could use some side tuning, or even some ducking. Okay, this change is a little bit too abrupt. You can like build it down a little bit, but like doing something like that doesn't not work. Like you can do a part where you can come like out of the first variation of the drop and like decrease the tension again and then start building it up again. Like that way you can introduce a change like that, but this is way too abrupt. You have to introduce it more. Like this is a little bit weird. Your sub could be a... I know this vocal. It's like one of my favorite raw style tracks. How did you get your hands on this vocal? That's crazy. Splice. Oh, damn it. Is that really a Splice vocal? Oh, it's one of my favorite raw style tracks. Wave, I'm not sure if the stream is going to be going on for another 20 minutes. I'm gonna have to head to bed pretty soon. I've already closed the feedback for now. I'll be in your stream tomorrow though. Sparks raw tracks are crazy. Yes, I love Sparks. It's cool that you copied the melody from the vocal. That really works. I will bring that in earlier because it feels like this is an idea and this is something totally different. Bring that vocal in the beginning already. Do like 32 bars of a kick and then create a break similar to this, but different. Or you can just go the Clofama route of just doing some like reverse reverb into this break and just... Okay, and you cook with the... Do you like a... like that? This, what you're doing now doesn't work. Stick to that melody that you have in here. No, that doesn't work at all. It feels like 3 different IDs, which don't work together, and I especially don't like this synth at the end. Do like a trance gate on that main synth you have there. I feel like you can layer that synth up a lot more as well. Like those can be like 6 like hardstyle synths, like hardstyle lead synths that you can just like layer upon another. Then put a trance gate on it, and then just like like that. That will work much better. Like you create such a great vibe and energy here. It goes like up like this and it just goes down on the drop. Like you lose all of that on the drop now. Also your kick is losing its punch. You only have the punch in the first kick, so make sure to resample your kick. Look at the first kick. You see that hit there, but you lose it after the other kicks start hitting. That's not good. Yeah, I very much dislike the synth you have in here on the second drop. Just carry on an ID from here into here. Just like build the entire track again around this part. The rest is not great. This part sends it really home. That's one of the things I struggle with this one, keeping the energy throughout the second drop. If you have, your ID has to be more cohesion ID. There's like 4 different IDs in here. If you want energy, just do like a bunch of kick rolls, cut the kick, weird hardcore kicks in between. It's the best way to go, but like changing the ID 4 times doesn't work. You can do variations, but not like total different things from one another, you know? Choose an ID with this track. I recommend building from this part out, because this is sick, but you lose it here. Just get rid of this. Get rid of this, all of the excess things you don't really need, and just build from this, because this is such a strong ID. This ID is fire. Apart from that, just build it from this part. That's my advice for this track. Moving on to the last track of today. Let's hope it's not released. It's private, thank God. Is Morbid in the stream still? Hey, no worries. I'm curious to see what you managed to do. My track, let's go. Final boss. Oh, damn it, it does it again. Jesus Christ, that's loud. Damn. Sick. Keep me posted. Closer track for tonight. That's it, Rodriguez. I know your inspiration. Clofama. I can hear it in the percussion. Also, the is giving it away that Clofama inspired, which is still sick. Great energy. Clofama. By the way, cover-wise, get rid of your name with hard techno. Just use this with Final Boss. That's a lot stronger. And maybe go for a more like square font. This one is too rounded at the edges, or something. No, it's not. From afar, it's too round. Go for more square font. Oof. Actually, pretty solid track. Mix-wise, it sounds fine. Okay, this part is maybe a little weird. You were good up to here, but this is very mellow, and that doom 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 sound does not go together very well. This sounds a little bit awkward. I will try something different over here. This does not work too great. Yeah, you're carrying it through too long. Also a little bit weird. You need a break in here or something. Also change up the kick rolls. Now you just need a break. That's gonna fix it. If you put a break in here, it's gonna sound much better. Just a reese, some like thump, tung, tung, tung. Just get the rhythm in there. Keep the rhythm in the break, and just build it up again, and then go back to this like that. Boom, 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 boom. Do that like 4 times with a kick, like boom, 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 boom. Dun 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 boom 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 boom, and just open hat in there. If you do that, it's great. You know what I mean? With like the boom, boom. Trying to get the idea across. I can also just use what track did I do that again? That is calling. Did I do it in it? Yeah, like this. Like the sort of like the boom, boom. Like to get that crazy, you have to really get into the pre-drops more. You have like a break, but you're missing those sort of big fatty pre-drops that take up like 16 bars or 8 bars. Just like teasing the drop, like when you're fucking and you miss the hole like 6 times. That's what you want to get with those sort of tracks, you know. And then when you put your dick in, or you just go like dunk like that. That's really how industrial. Okay, that's gonna be the worst comparison I've ever made. Like fucking in the dark, like hard fucking in the dark, where you're like looking for the hole. Boom, and then you. Yeah, that's the worst comparison I've ever made, I think. But it really is like that. I think I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. I think that's enough streaming for me today. Oh, this is awful. But cool track. I would look more into the arrangement of the second part. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and bye bye. Have a great evening, night, day, morning, whatever.